Steven, what are you doing in my mom's studio?
We're just three ghosts, and we're really happy to be home.
This is just too weird.
So, Madison, now that the show is out, what has the fan response been like for you so far?
It's been great, so wonderful. I mean, hearing people's stories about how they related to Julie is so amazing, and just also how it's been so, important to them that they've been able to see this new, representation, whether it was in me or Jada as well.
They love the music, but then there's also this story about how they might have lost a parent or a sibling or a loved one, and that blows me absolutely away. And then they talk about dancing, and you see these videos of these kids like in front of their TVs, like literally and that's exactly what I can tell you all of us used to do to like High School Musical, Mamma Mia. I gotta say, it brings so much joy to my heart.
Give it up for Julie and the Phantom!
Why have you been keeping those cute boys a secret? They're ghosts. When we play together, people can see them.
Kenny, fans on social media have been praising Alex and Willie's relationship in the show. Why do you think it's so important to have LGBTQ plus representation in a teen series like this?
It's time. I had no role models. I had no one out there for me. Growing up, I had no one that said to me, it's okay. For so many years of my life, I was alone. And the response from young LGBTQ plus kids that are watching the show and the impact that it's having on them is so positive and wonderful that fills my heart.
I think it's huge just to be able to normalize something like this for a young generation. He's always kind of been proud. Alex has always been proud of who he is, and his friends have always supported him. And I think that's so cool that, that they can watch it and just see it as a normal everyday thing. It would be special.
It's so important because that's the world we live in today. And it should be depicted the way it is in real life to, on screen. Like there's no reason why it shouldn't be like that. The fact that we're just in the show casually and it's there is like the most beautiful thing. So I'm very happy that we're representing it in that way.
I can't do this without you. Everyone can see the way you look at her when you sing.
You are the most watchable duetters I've ever seen.
You guys got to write some of the music on the show, right?
A little bit, yeah. Charlie and Maddie wrote Perfect Harmony, and I'm sure Charlie can elaborate on that. But even as far as like This Band Is Back, which is the little kind of beach jam that me and the boys do in the second episode, and they let us kind of just riff on it one day and kind of mess around with it. And then we had a little brief idea and they brought some writers in and they had us do it. I think literally the vocal track on the thing is like one take from the three of us just in the booth. And that's why it sounds so just kind of like so spontaneous, which was so fun.
That's what blows me away with Kenny, because he always encouraged bringing ideas to the table and being creative and just us wanting to grow as our characters and us wanting to grow as a band, and then finally being able to write something like Perfect Harmony and then pitching it to the show with Madison and all the time that was put into it, and then Netflix approving it and then getting into the show, like still like blown away.
We both know how it feels to lose our moms. We were brought together for a reason, to help each other.
What are you waiting for? This is your time.
Madison, what's one thing you would love to see happen in season 2?
There's so many amazing characters that, deserve, more screen time, and being able to learn more about them and just fall in love with them more is always exciting, especially with the cast like this, when all the characters are just so loved, each individually, I
think it would be really funny. And I think it would be really interesting if maybe Alex finds someone else and then he runs in. No, you gotta finish. And then I like run into Boo Boo or I run into Willie and then I have to explain this new love. No, I don't know. I would love drama. Big guy for drama, and I would love to see Willie and Alex's maybe their relationship, go a little further, maybe a couple more adventures, and maybe he can help us out. Maybe he can be on the good side this time.
Honestly, I want to see a Willie and Alex duet. I think it's important. And you touched on it at the beginning, but to have a gay couple on this series that is not mired in like shame and are their families going to accept them? And all of that is It's just these two cute boys that like each other, period. I think we need a song, and I think queer kids everywhere need that moment. I need that moment. I'm 45. I just think it's a big thing. You can't understate like how this relationship is portrayed, that this is a big step.
We haven't even begun to tap the level of talent that exists within this ensemble of players. I mean, it's extraordinary. And Dan and Dave, our writers, are well aware of it. And so I'm really excited, you know, about unleashing, you know, more of what we have in this family of players. It's really exciting.